you are on the meeting, I'm going to let Mike kick the meeting off, but if you're on the meeting, the purpose of this call is to connect to your team. And so one of the ways we connect is talking, but the other way is by seeing each other. So we would love to have you turn your video on if that's possible, so that people can see who you are. So, and with that, that was our son, Andrew.
That was me younger. That's what it was.
But I'm going to turn this this call over to my husband, my sidekick of 36 years together. Been
a long
with me
time.
in this business for a very long time, for as long as I've been here. And he's going to kick us off. So Mike, go for it.
I thought I was going to get my return of premium being in here 30 years. Anyway, hey, welcome everybody. You know how it goes. Hey, everybody. My name's Mike. Welcome to the team call. We're probably going to go a little bit shorter tonight, but then every time I say that, we're going to go long. So y'all just hang with me. Jonathan, we're going to get you to the house soon enough, Bo. Anyway, welcome. We do this call every Monday night at 7:30. It's just a way to get us quick gathering for the team that we have. Chit chat, say some things. You know, like some of y'all know that we've got a trip that's supposed to be that people qualified for from last year for Thailand. And we're just kind of chatting that if Thailand don't work out, we're voting for Hawaii. I think that'd be a good idea. We'll go back to Hawaii, or we go to Alaska or something. I don't know. We're gonna do something. As long as it's not, you know, Florida or North Carolina. I've been there plenty. So anyway. Speaking of Florida, hey guys, this week on is it Friday and Saturday? So Friday and Saturday is our abbreviated national convention, NatCon. Usually we have a big blowout in North Carolina. Thousands of people come in. It's a big show, all this crazy stuff. But as with things have happened this year with COVID, we can't do that. So 100 people were chosen from all the agents, and it's like the top 20 managers and the top 40 producers or something like that were actually invited to come in. You had to have a special invitation. And so it's because the room and hotel and everything can only handle so much. So anyway, so that's going to be Friday and Saturday, and it will be broadcast live. I'm guessing it'll probably be, if I had to guess, it's going to be on the YouTube channel for the Alliance. So kind of keep you that in mind. Hey Rogers, how you doing, Bo? And then you know, and Gavin, good seeing you. So it just remember that Friday and Saturday we'll probably send out a few text messages like we do for this. Just kind of say, hey, it's kicking off, or hey, this is what's coming up, because we'll have a better idea of the agenda, you know. And the hard thing for us is this is usually like our big, you know, like black tie, big event, award ceremony, and everything. So it's going to be a little awkward, but we'll survive in Florida while we're doing that, and right near Tampa. So and the weather's supposed to be good. So we got that. Another announcement I wanted to make was we decided today, if you were on the boot camp last week, either online or in person, if you were on that last week, I've got the playlist and everything broken out, so it's not like one big long thing. It's kind of like chunked out, and I'll posted the raw video of it. But we've got it broken out where we've got Jonathan Yankee. Jonathan and Megan have been leading the country this year in the top 5, top 6, just personal production and activity. And so, you know, we had Megan doing the in-home presentation. We had Jonathan doing the phone script. That was exciting. We had Jeff, who, if you're on it before, he's like my product nerd head. I was gonna say guru, but I like nerd head better. It's more what do you call that? I don't know, complimentary in my world to you. Guru sounds like you're way up high. Nerd head sounds like you're one of us, Jeffy. And so we had Jeff talk about the Foresters members benefits, and then Katie, who issued like I think a couple 100,000 in annuities in the last couple of months as well, was talking about some of the things that she's learned this year with like we called it the paycheck review, but just about how to deal with clients and get extra stuff out. So we had a really good showing. Michelle talked about some good things, really good showing. And so that I'm going to publish the playlist. It's a YouTube playlist. I'm going to publish that on our channel tomorrow morning. I just want to go through it one more time, make sure it's in the right order, and it all looks good. I did know I got to replace some batteries in one of my microphones, but we'll work through all that for the next one, which it will be. We've already scheduled it out. February 2nd is when we're going to do our next boot camp, and that's in Houston. We're going to be live in the conference room, in Houston. So if you're here, you want to get there. And if you can't be here, then you can be online. And then again, like we'll do the same thing, where we'll do some things. We'll do the videos and put that together. One other thing is, during the boot camp, talked about doing some specialty little webinar things. And so I'm going to be working on that here this week, trying to put down some ideas, talking to a few people, 30-minute kind of chit chats, or maybe an hour at most, just kind of topics like, some of the things may be like, how do we do that running of the illustrations, and what does that look like, for an IUL. For a lot of y'all, we've been doing it for years, but we forget, people are brand new, like, what's an IUL? And I don't even know how to spell it, much less quote it. And there's just a lot of value in that. And I think we can do some things like that. So that's kind of my intro here, Michelle, just kind of what I was thinking about today. And then don't forget, tomorrow we got the Fitz Group sales meeting at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. That'd be Texas and Chicago. If you're over closer to the East Coast, it's an hour early. And you go further west, it's an hour later. I'm sorry, if you go to the East Coast, if you go to the West Coast, it's earlier. You know what I mean? All right, Michelle, do you have some things you wanted to kind of just like chit chat or ask some people about, get some questions going?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mike. And for those of y'all who really don't know anything about Mike, I mean, I told y'all earlier, we've been married 32 years, but we've been together 36 years. But prior to this business, he used to manage all University of Houston computer systems. For those of you who are new, those that aren't new know better than to ask me a real high technical question. They just know to ask Mike. So, we complement each other. If anything around the sales, the motivation, the closing deals, product, stuff like that, I'm good to help you with. But and Mike is good at all of that, plus he's a technical guy too. I guess I should say that, because he's been around me for so long.
Megan, what did you say to all the departments I'm in charge of today? Megan Yakey.
You are marketing, IT, HR, and legal, baby. Yeah.
Compliance.
That's right. I'm going to get a QR codes on my door, so when y'all walk in, y'all can just scan it and figure out all that stuff, what that means. Hopefully you don't ever have to have the legal side of me. That means usually I'm in your favor. Like, an insurance company wants some questions answered, and I'm like the first one to tell you, don't answer it until you talk to me.
But before I talk anymore about a couple of things that I wanted to share, which I do want to share a couple of things with you, I would like to go around the room today and ask everyone just to introduce themselves and tell us one thing about you that maybe no one else knows. And so I would like for you guys to all get to know one another, because the more we can all help each other, the faster we all grow. So I guess, who wants to start? Or should I start? I'm gonna let someone else start. Megan, do you want to start?
Sure. I don't know what you guys don't know about me because there's such a variety of people here tonight. But for y'all that don't know me, my name is Megan Yankee, and I have been around. I've been doing this for 5 years with my husband Jonathan, and I don't know, Mom. I don't know what you want me to say about something you don't know. You know everything about me. You're my mom. But let's think. I can sing all the prepositions. I can do that.
That is true. You can.
I won't do it for you guys. I won't take
Yep.
you back.
Well,
to
we're gonna
7th
save that
grade
for another
English.
We're gonna have our karaoke call, and you can do it then.
Tell us some wild high school stories.
No.
No, the statute of limitations is still not out, Jeff. She's got to hit 30 first.
I'm going to say a little known fact about Mike that maybe a lot of you might not know. And then you can get an idea of what maybe, what would be good. So Mike used to, some of you don't know this, but in his other life, he used to work for the DIA. So he was a spy. And I never knew exactly what he did. But he worked for the DIA, which is the Defense Intelligence Agency.
Right. It's not the CIA. We're not like one behind them or anything. And I don't know how to break in your computers like the NSA. So, but I did have a friend of mine recently asking me some questions about, what I knew from back then and what I thought about what we had today. So we're not going to go to the conspiracy theories. It was a lot of fun though. It's really a great thing to work in that world because it's places that you wouldn't think about things really. It's kind of fun. But I'd have to kill you. So, but I find that after I get through this diet thing that we're going through, to kill you will actually get me to spill out a few things. So.
Why don't we let our new people go next? How about you, Rogers? Now go ahead and hit the unmute button. We can't hear you. The bottom left.
Now can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Rogers Cantu. I was born and raised in Houston, Texas. I was born in the Methodist Hospital. I was a Houston police officer for 20 years. Well, I started out with Houston, and then I left Houston in '94 and moved to Austin, Texas, where I finished up there in Williamson County. And then I moved to Phoenix, well, actually Tucson, Arizona, at my brother's request because he was making a lot more money than I was doing telephone work. So he trained me to do cable and phone telecommunications. So I purchased 2 or 3 vehicles and traveled all over the country. And now it's been 15, 20 years since I've been here it's been 20 years since I've been here in Arizona. And my wife just celebrated her 101st birthday Friday. So I haven't been anywhere in the last 3 years due to the fact that I have to stay home and take care of her. There's no one to take care of her. I went back to school. I got a degree as a paralegal. So I love reading law books, and I handle all my lawsuits that I've ever been involved in. I haven't lost yet. So I'm glad to be here with you, and I appreciate the opportunity that you're giving me. And I hope to be very productive with your company and with the help of everybody here.
Awesome.
I love it. Thank you so much, Rogers. We are really happy to have you on the team. We're excited. And, part of what makes this business so much fun is being able to connect with a lot of different type of people. And really, I have I consider myself, I have a huge family, not only all my agents, but all my customers and all of our agents around the country within the whole company. So it's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Thank you again. All right, let's go, Gavin. Let's have you go next. You're brand new. Tell us some things about you.
Oh, my full name is Gavin Scott Goodwin. My dad picked that out because it was something everyone could remember and, it was easy to say. My dad was in the Marine Corps for about 15 years and then started selling cars. So I grew up with the mentality of a Marine and selling anything that could be sold. As soon as I turned 18, I signed up for the Marine Corps, and I should be leaving in September or next year, September. I'm excited, but I'm supposed to be home till then, so I thought I would do something I like, and I love selling. I've always done it. Sales have always been my passion besides the military, and I like it.
Fantastic. Well, I loved talking to you earlier today. I loved hearing about that. You live in the Weatherford, which my son's roommate in college was from Weatherford. And I can't think of his roommate's name at the moment, but it's a small town. You might know him.
Yeah, it is a very small town. I love small towns. You get it, everyone knows you. It's easier to sell things and everyone knows you.
Exactly. One thing I found out about Gavin earlier was that he sold $17,000 of cookies when he was in high school. And they gave him what did they give you as a prize?
It was a four-wheeler Gator.
Nice.
Isn't that crazy? In how, like 2 weeks or 4 weeks or something?
It was 4 weeks, yes.
That's amazing right there. You're
I
gonna
love
kill it. You're gonna kill it here.
So
Did you have to go outside of your town to sell that many cookies?
no, I lived in a smaller town called Graham, Texas. That's where I'm from. And I knew everyone knew me. And I went from one edge of the town and I went to every business, every house, door to door, my uncle's business, my aunts, every people I didn't even know, people that went to my mom's restaurant. I asked them, I put signs up everywhere and I gave them people my personal phone number. My mom had people waiting on me. So I was selling about on a daily basis about 500 to a couple thousand cookies a day.
Wow.
Crazy.
That's just crazy, man.
We have this girl in our company. Her name is Megan, not Megan Yakey, but Megan Wood. And she started out, since she was 18-year-old, she worked at Applebee's. She was a waitress. And she was in her 20s, something like 20 something when she found us with a 4-year-old child and single parent. And that was like 2 years ago. And now she had like 170 policies issued last month. I don't know, Mike. It was 70 something thousand dollars of issued business last month. It was since crazy. She's obsessed with seeing people like all the time. Anyway.
Yeah, and I was going to say, Gavin, that this week, at the NatCon, the stuff that's going to be broadcast, there's a couple on that will be there, Jake and Belle Kraus. Now they're up in Seattle, Washington's where they're from, but he was a Night Stalker helicopter pilot. Those are the guys that fly the helicopters in for the SEAL teams and those kind of guys, Rangers. Yeah. So really cool guy to listen to. It still freaks me out that he, like I know him. He's a very calm and, person, but to be going into, very, very dangerous places, having gunshots at you and all that fun stuff, just having to land to get other guys out the copper. That's just amazing to me.
Yeah. Like my cousins, they were in the Marine Corps. I'm a Marine Raider. So I'm it's basically special ops, or it's a MARSOC now, but it's easier saying Raider than MARSOC.
Right.
So but yeah, it's basically special ops, and it took me a lot of when I was younger. I did strongman in Texas, and I got 3rd place when I was 16, and so that helped me with my physical physique to get there. And they knew that I was able. My parents are always told me, everything you do in life is a mindset. As long as you say you can do it, you can do it.
That's fantastic.
Sweet.
Thank you. Jeff, you want to go next?
Sure. My name is Jeff Adcock. Here in Galveston, Texas, just down the road from the Alamans. been with the Alliance for about 5 years now. And I work with my beautiful wife, Katura, in the business. Something that I didn't know about myself until here recently. I knew that one side of my family went back to the pre-Revolutionary War, but I found out that both sides of them do. But both of them is under a family name. It's not my last name. It's Adcock. One of them's Burns, and I can't remember the other one. But we just found out my wife, Katura, whose maiden name is Johnson, her family goes back pre-Revolutionary War, and her ancestor from that time period, its last name was Adcock.
Oh no,
Wow, that's
So-
crazy.
It's really a small world, isn't it?
it was her destiny then.
Yeah, she was pretty happy when she saw that. She goes, "I was an Adcock before you were."
Nice.
So that's it. That's my thing. Nobody knew because I didn't know either.
Well, thank
Love
you,
it.
Jeff. Jeff is a smooth operator in the home. He's really good with people. He's really a connector, and we love having him on the team. You've won trips. You've been a lot of places with us. You went to Hawaii with us, as a matter of fact. So,
Paris.
Paris, yes. Too many to count. All
Good
right.
time.
Jonathan, you want to go next?
I sure will. Sorry, I had to step out for a second earlier. Apologize. It's good to see some new faces. Gavin, Rogers. It looks like a couple other people. Art, Dalia. I don't recognize. I'm not sure if y'all are new, but thanks for jumping on. I'm super excited to have you. But my name is Jonathan Yakey. I've been here a little bit over 5 years now, which is crazy to think. Feels a lot longer than that. Prior to this, I was getting a degree in business and working for a company called Walmart.
Roll back.
Yep, that's right. Did the business here part-time for a year while I was doing my full-time job, and switched full-time after that. And yeah, just really excited about this year. Last year wasn't the best year, right? A lot of positives did come from it, especially with this business. So really just my goal this year is to give back as much as I can through setting an example for you guys and being available to help you. in
Speaking
addition-
of example,
Yep,
how much business have you written for this week?
19,000.
What?
Yep. And I'm not special. I just made a decision, like Gavin said, from the beginning, that I was going to give it my best and compete with myself. Anybody can do it. We've got a lot of good leadership and great systems. So
I love it. I
And
love it.
Johnny used to throw. What is it? What do you think? What's the things that you had? They timed you?
I threw a lot of stuff. Cases of oil, cases of 50-pound dog food. We had to throw like 400 an hour. So it was
You worked in the
hard work,
distribution.
not like this is hard work, like labor hard work. Yep. This is using your head. So if you can keep your emotions level, keep your mind right, you'll do great in this business. So
Thank you, Johnny.
mhm.
Katie?
Hey, everybody. Most of you know who I am, but those of you that don't, I'm Katie Williams. I've been with the Alleman Group for about 8 years, something like that at this point. And my secret identity is I have many talents. I can sing, and my most favorite one is building things with my hands, woodworking type of things with my hands, coffee tables. I've made some. The most recent thing that I made was a set of picture frames for my mother for Christmas. We're working on an urn box, and then the next project is going to be a set of the kitchen table and chairs. It's going to be the next project after that. So
That's amazing. She is multi-talented, and she can write a lot of business. So
Yeah.
thank you, Katie.
So, sure.
Delia, can you unmute?
Hello. I guess I'll turn my video on. hold on. I don't know if it'll work. Oh,
There you
hello.
go.
My name is Delia. I've been with Michelle and Mike probably since November. My background is in 2012, I did have my insurance license. I had caught kidney cancer, so I stopped all business to help me focus on healing. I am currently in remission now, and during that process, I lost my license. So now I'm trying to get that back again and trying to study. So now I take my license on February the 3rd, and I'm just praying that I make it through to pass it. And I'm anxious to start selling insurance again. It was my favorite job out of all the jobs. My first sales job was when I moved. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. So when I first moved here, I sold perfume out of the trunk of my car. And I mean, I hit up, if you were at a gas station, I would hit you up to buy this perfume. I mean, I was going to Walmart parking lots. I was hitting up every place that there was people, they were getting my perfume. And so I figured, heck, if I can do this and I'm not making that much good of a money, I might as well do something where I'm going to make a decent living, you know? So I got into insurance and I love it. I love helping people. And now that insurance helped save my life, and I have experience in that, and I can use my experience to let people know that this is something that you need and you should not mess around with it, you know? So that's my story, and I'm thankful to be here. So thank you, Michelle and Mike and Megan. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Delia. I don't know if you've told me that story about you had cancer before.
I don't tell that because I'm trying to focus on healing and not focus on, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be positive. So like, that's why I really don't let people know, but I let you guys know just to let you know why I got out of the insurance business in the first place. And so
Right.
why I'm getting back in. And so I thought, you guys are now my new family. So I feel comfortable letting you guys know that. So yeah.
Well, thank you for letting us know that. And I think it's a big deal. And it is something that in the homes will help you tremendously. It's your own personal story. And we all
Right.
have our personal stories, but not maybe like that, So,
Correct. So yeah. So I'm thankful to be here. So yes.
I know you're going to pass the test. We're excited to get you on board and moving. So I need to take a trip to Las Vegas anyway.
Yes, it's totally different now, but you can still have fun. So
Yeah, very good. Well, thanks again.
thank
Hey,
you.
Betty. Hey, Betty. Betty with a B.
I'm supposed to start the video too?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. All right, there I am. Well, I had told Megan this, that because I had forgotten about it. And I didn't remember it until I was in Terre Haute the last time. And the reason I remembered it because people kept coming up, hey, where you been? But I was somewhat of a TV personality there because I did commercials. And I'd forgotten that everybody knew me. And the funny thing about that is if you are ever in any type of TV stuff, and I was on a program every month, but they ran these commercials 1,000 times, even during American Idol. But the thing was, you don't know those people, but they think they know you.
That's right.
So they're always hiding, and you have to kind of be really, happy to see them. But I will share a funny story. I was walking through Steinmart, and I saw my reflection in a mirror. And I was talking to my daughter, Anita, on the phone. I said, oh my gosh, I hope I don't see anybody I know because I look bad. And this lady coming back says, oh, you don't look that bad, but you do look better on TV. So that's my funny story for the night.
There you
I
go.
love it, Betty. Betty is from, really from Texas. But
Right.
she was been in Indiana for many years, and she moved back to Texas recently. And she actually is close here in Houston with us. So
And having a good time. And I'm just so thankful for people like Jonathan and Megan. Jonathan has been such a support because I ask him things I don't ask anybody else, and he always responds. And he's just been so helpful to give me some encouragement, because I haven't had them. I've had encouragement just about in anything I've ever done. I've had a lot of confidence, but not so much in doing this, because it's such a new thing to do, and I feel such a responsibility because people's lives depend upon us getting it right. You know,
that's right. Very good. Now to go with Betty, we're going to go with Art. Art is Betty's husband, and he's in Indiana. And if you can unmute Art and put your video on, that'd be awesome.
I don't know if I can get my video on. Let's see.
Art is in the midst of studying right now.
Betty's already licensed.
Art is the second one. It says start video, it says mute and then start video. Put your finger on that second one.
While you're working on it, you can you can keep your video open once you get it open. While you're working on it, why don't we hear from Keturah and Diane, either or.
I got my can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you.
But I don't see me. So, oh, I know why. Because I'm in the car. I'm sitting in Betty's car.
Oh, I can
And,
see you barely. You're in the dark.
Yeah. It's
Turn the
dark
light on in the car.
Here, I'll open the door. There you go.
There we go.
A little bit. Well, I've been in a board meeting here at church, and so it ended right when you guys came on, a little bit before, and so I had I was trying to keep the voice down on the telephone. Anyway, then I came outside here. It's over in there, and I came out, and I didn't want to drive while I was watching the video.
That's a good idea.
And funny things, I don't know. I guess it's funny enough. I'm sitting here there you go. Now you can see my shiny forehead.
You look great, Art. You're studying right now, and you're going to be finished pretty soon. That's what I hear.
Yes, I did the first the test quiz today. Mine had 166 questions on it, and I'll have to do another one tomorrow. But yeah, I think I'll get through the thing here before
Something that everybody might not know about you, Art, is that you have a dog grooming business.
I do. I take care of dogs, and I groom dogs, and we've been doing that for quite a while. And I also write songs and play a little music and sing and do things like that actually, that was what I wanted to do, but didn't hang around Nashville long enough, I guess. That's where Betty and I met. We met one day, and we've been together ever since, except for while she's been in Texas and I've been here.
Very good. Well, thank you for jumping on, Art. We appreciate you being on the team, and looking forward to having you moving up the ranks, just like Jonathan and Megan. So I think that you can keep your video open. Is Diane, I know that Keturah is unable to talk. She's unable to talk, but is Diane able to talk?
Okay, can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, let me see if I'm
We
doing
can't see
this.
you, but we can hear you.
Okay, you don't need to see me. It's late at night right now. Well, one of the things, one of the reasons I've been with NAA for 5 years myself and working part-time, but one of the reasons I really love this company, even though I'm not as active as I want to be, because I do real estate, is it reminds me so much of a year. My husband and I first got married. We took a year off life and went to go serve God. And the principles that I learned, I see so many of them through Andy, and just the things that are taught on how to be a good person are all things that I see that come out that are biblical. And that's what I really, really enjoy. And, you know, a lot of people don't come with those principles, and they do have to be learned. And I think the Alliance teaches that for business and our personal life to change and to grow. So that's why I love this company.
It's very true.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing that,
Sure.
Diane. It's an
You're welcome.
opportunity.
Yeah, we used to go knocking door to door, and I don't want to put myself on video because I'm just shy about that, but knocking door to door really helped me take away a lot of fears, and got a lot of doors slammed in my face. And at first I cried, and then I finally grew out of that and became a stronger person. So, but I'm still shy, but that's me.
Very good. Well, if you come around much, you'll know that we have some of the loyalist team members. And so, and Diane, you're one of those. And I put you first on the list. Anytime I need something for a meeting, she's always first to bring it, you know. So we're missing a few people tonight, like Janae, but that's okay. I'm glad that I was able to let all of you talk tonight. I know we've run a few minutes over.
Hey, Michelle, I was going to tell them a little known secret about you.
Uh-oh.
Y'all know all these videos and all these recordings and all these things we do. If I play anything with Michelle's voice on it, she just freaks out. Y'all know people, it's like my voice, I can't stand the sound of my voice. Ah!
It's like somebody putting on the chalkboard to me.
It's just proof. We hear ourselves differently, but you still sound beautiful.
Well, I think, you know, I had some things I wanted to share tonight, but I think I'm going to put it till next week because I really do want to respect your time. We're 10 minutes over. We look forward to seeing you guys next week on the call. We had some great things going on this week, so please be on the sales team. It's going to be very, very motivational. It's going to be inspirational. It's going to provide you some more belief factor, which is what you got to have if you're going to sell something. Got to believe in it.
All right.
Back to
We'll
you,
see y'all
Mike.
next week. Don't forget sales meeting in the morning. You'll get that information on the TFG, on the Slack channel 411. It'll be posted up there at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. That's it. See y'all next time. Bye-bye.